Hello and welcome to another video by me, Joe Unwin, also known as Flo Joe. Today we're going to be looking at the PowerFX day function. And what does day actually do? Well, day actually extracts the day from a date and time. So if you've got a date of, let's say, the 20th of November 2023 with a timestamp on the end as well, but you just want the 20 from the 20th of November, you use the day function. Now, why would you actually do this? Well, let's say you've got a load of records for a particular month and you're cycling through them and you just want to extract the day for one particular thing. You're going to have a condition saying if it's the 20th, then do something different than if it was the 19th before. You can actually extract that, use it in a variable, and then do a condition on it. Alternatively, if you wanted to break apart a day time to represent data to someone, let's say you're using Copilot Studio and you're verifying their date of birth. So you have the day, the month, and the year separated, but they provided you the actual date fully, then you can actually break this apart and then obviously clear up the data and how it's presented. Let's say you're using an adaptive card to show that, you can break it up that way. So how do we actually use this then? Well, I'm going to be using Copilot Studio to actually show you how to do this. And if you're not familiar with Copilot Studio, don't worry. It's exactly the same using PowerFX across the board. Wherever PowerFX is going to be the same concept and the same actual resolution for it. So whatever I type here, you'll be able to use in Power Apps, in the Canvas app, for example. You'll just use your formula bar at the top and type exactly what I've put here. Okay, so just to make sure we're all on the same level set here, what I've got is I've got a topic called PowerFX Day. I've got trigger phrases, and this is similar to how Power Automate works. Is if you've got a trigger, then it runs the flow. If you've got a trigger here, then it runs the topic, but this uses phrases. So I've got get the day, current day, what is the day now? And then it allows you to say things similar to that, and it will match it up and then trigger this topic. Okay, so now that's out of the way, let's get on to what we're here for, the day function. So what I'm doing is I've got a day variable and it's just a number because it doesn't come back as a full name, it comes back as the number. So let's say it's the 20th, which is today, which is a Monday. Well, it's not going to come back as Monday, it's going to come back as the 20th, right? Because you're trying to get the day out of the date, and it's actually the date that you want, not the actual type of day, the name of the day, i.e. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, etc. So what we've got then is we've got a formula, and this formula is just with a capital D, you write day, open the parentheses, pass in the date time, and close the parentheses. Now I'm using now, and what now does, if you're not familiar with that, I've actually got a video that goes much more into depth on this, but essentially what happens is at runtime, it will get the date and the timestamp of right then and there and return it to you. So it's very easy for me to use as an example here rather than calling Dataverse and pulling in a date and time column. I can just do now and it gets the date and time right now. And the date is the 20th of November 2023. So what will happen then is it will pull that in, and then this day function is going to look through the entire date and time. It's going to go, okay, well, I don't need the slash 11 onwards. So like I don't need the month, I don't need the year, I don't need the time. I'm going to get rid of all that, and I'm just going to extract that one particular data point that I need, which is the day. So it should return 20 for us here. So if I now run this, it should bring back 20. But what I want to do is I want to obviously show that to you. So what I'm doing is I'm passing the variable into the message so that when I do a test, I will see the day come back. Okay, so let's test this out then. I'm going to say, get me the current day. So that's going to trigger the topic. It's going to go through the function and then it's going to come back. But this is very interesting. What I've got here is, do you mean PowerFX day, PowerFX year, or PowerFX month? And that is because I'm using similar phrases across the board. But what I do want to do is I want PowerFX days, because I want this topic to run. So if I hit that, it's now going to trigger this. It's then going to come into here. It's going to trigger the now. So it's going to get the date and time of now. Then day is going to wrap around that and say, give me just that day. So it's going to get me the digits of the day in the date and month and time and year and etc. It's going to ignore all that type of stuff. It's just going to get the day. So it's the 20th. And then it's going to set it to the variable. And then in the message, it's going to return that, which is the 20th, because it is the 20th of November 2023 at the time of recording this. And that is how easy it is to get the day from a date, time, value back out and extract it out so that you can use it however you want. And as I mentioned previously, you may choose to use that by just separating data to confirm it, or you may want to just act on a particular thing, like if the day is greater than the 20th, for example, or if the day is equal to the 20th, you can then do so. But that is how you can use it, and it works across anywhere PowerFX is used. For example, Copilot Studio, which was just recently released, you can use it there, or you can use it in Power Apps or anywhere that PowerFX is used. But thank you for joining me on another video. I really appreciate your views. Hit that like and subscribe button to help the channel grow, and I'll see you on another video.